When we arrived home, we were greeted by the visit of Auntie Mila and Sydney, our friendly neighbors. Excitement filled the air as I eagerly shared the details of our shopping trip with them. I couldn't wait to show them my new latest collections. As we gathered in the living room, I carefully unpacked the shopping bags, revealing the Cinderella frock, underwear, shapewears, heels, and jewelry. Auntie Mila and Sydney's eyes widened in surprise as they took in the sight of my newfound treasures. During the unpacking of our purchases, Auntie Mila, with her ever-enthusiastic spirit, proposed an exciting addition to complete my transformation. She suggested that using silicone breast forms could enhance the overall appearance and give a more authentic look, especially for teen girls. Auntie Mila shared her own experience, emphasizing how the weight and feel of the breast forms could provide a remarkable sense of realism and femininity. She believed that incorporating them into my ensemble would take my Cinderella costume to the next level, giving me a truly beautiful and confident appearance. The idea of using breast forms both intrigued and excited me. It seemed like an opportunity to further embody the feminine image I desired. Auntie Mila kindly offered to purchase the breast forms for me, understanding the significance they held in my journey of crossdressing. As I pondered her proposal, I considered the potential impact it could have on my transformation. The thought of having a more curvaceous figure and experiencing the physical sensation of wearing breast forms added to the excitement and anticipation of the Halloween event. With Auntie Mila's guidance and support, we began exploring various options and discussing the details of finding the right breast forms that would suit me. We delved into discussions about sizes, shapes, and materials, ensuring that they would be comfortable to wear and blend seamlessly with my chosen attire. As the day before Halloween arrived, I eagerly made my way back home from college. The anticipation for the upcoming event had been building within me for weeks, and now the time had finally come to prepare for the magical night ahead. As I entered the familiar surroundings of my home, I could feel an air of excitement enveloping the atmosphere. My mother greeted me with a warm smile, her eyes gleaming with anticipation. We had been planning and preparing for this Halloween event for quite some time, and now the moment was almost here. As Friday evening arrived, my mother instructed me to shave my entire body and take a bath as part of our Halloween preparations. It was a new experience for me, as I had never shaved my entire body before. With anticipation, I followed her instructions and carefully shaved, removing all the hair to reveal smooth skin. The sensation of the razor gliding across my body gave me a sense of purity and added to my feminine appearance. After completing the shaving process, I stepped out of the bath feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. The smoothness of my skin added a delicate touch and enhanced my feminine look. I made my way back to my bedroom, where my mother was waiting for me with a bottle of pink nail polish in hand. A smile crossed her face as she saw me, appreciating the effort I had put into my preparations. We both knew that every little detail mattered in bringing the desired look to life. With gentle strokes, my mother carefully applied the pink nail polish to my nails, adding a touch of femininity and elegance. The soft hue perfectly complemented the overall aesthetic we were aiming for. As she delicately worked on each nail, I marveled at the way the polish transformed my hands, giving them a dainty and polished appearance. In that moment, as I looked at my newly painted nails, I felt a sense of empowerment and acceptance. It was a small act, but it represented the willingness to break free from societal norms and embrace my true self. My mother's support and guidance during this process meant the world to me, as she was not only affirming my desires but also nurturing the confidence within me. With my nails beautifully painted, I felt a renewed sense of excitement for the Halloween event. Every detail, from the smoothness of my skin to the color on my nails, contributed to the overall image I wanted to portray. Friday night was filled with an electrifying sense of anticipation as I lay in bed, my mind buzzing with thoughts of the upcoming Halloween event. The excitement coursing through my veins made it difficult to drift off into slumber. My thoughts were consumed by the transformation that awaited me the following day. As the minutes turned into hours, I found myself restless, unable to find peace in the stillness of the night. The glow of the moon cast a soft light into my room, illuminating my surroundings and fueling my imagination. Every detail of the transformation played out in my mind like a vivid movie, each scene bringing a surge of excitement and wonder. I envisioned the moment of unveiling, the sheer joy that would wash over me as I stepped into my Cinderella costume. I imagined the softness of the fabric against my skin, the delicate jewelry adorning my wrists, and the elegant heels gracing my feet. It was a vision of beauty and grace, a moment where I would truly embrace the essence of who I was. As I tossed and turned in my bed, the hours slipped away, and the clock ticked closer to midnight. The restlessness within me reflected the depth of my yearning to finally become the person I had always envisioned. Sleep eluded me as excitement coursed through every fiber of my being. The darkness of the night seemed to magnify the significance of the upcoming day. It was more than just a Halloween event. It was a celebration of transformation, an opportunity to embody the person I had longed to be. The anticipation in my heart was palpable, as if the very air around me was charged with energy. Midnight arrived, and still, I found myself wide awake, the adrenaline of anticipation keeping me company. In those quiet moments, I allowed myself to dream, to imagine the freedom and liberation I would feel as I stepped into my feminine persona. It was a moment of transformation, a moment where the barriers of societal expectations would be shattered, and I would emerge as my authentic self. As the night slowly gave way to the dawn of a new day, a sense of calm washed over me. The excitement that had kept me awake began to settle, replaced by a quiet resolve. I knew that the day ahead would be a defining moment in my life, a step towards embracing my true identity. With a final deep breath, I closed my eyes and surrendered to the embrace of sleep, knowing that when I awoke, I would be one step closer to living my truth. The dreams that danced in my mind were filled with visions of beauty and acceptance. On the morning of Halloween Day, I awoke to the warmth of my mother's tender kiss, signaling the start of a day filled with excitement and anticipation. She urged me to hurry up, reminding me of the tasks we had ahead. With a smile on my face, I got out of bed and savored the comforting taste of my bed tea. As I made my way to the bathroom, the cool water cascaded over my body, revitalizing my senses and preparing me for the transformation that awaited. With each stroke of the razor, I carefully shaved away any remnants of facial hair, reveling in the smoothness it brought to my skin. It was a ritual of purification, a symbolic gesture of shedding the old and embracing the new. After my refreshing bath, I joined my mother in the kitchen to indulge in a hearty breakfast, savoring each bite while relishing the excitement that filled the air. Our conversation buzzed with anticipation as we discussed the tasks that awaited us in my room, where my transformation into Cinderella would commence. However, as we made our way towards my room, the sound of the doorbell interrupted our plans. My mother, ever the gracious host, went to answer it. To our delight, it was Mila and her family, who had arrived to be part of my transformation. Auntie Mila, ever prepared, brought along her trusty makeup box, a treasure trove of colors and tools that would help bring Cinderella to life. With smiles and warm greetings, we invited them into our home, grateful for their presence and the support they offered. Auntie Mila's expertise in makeup would ensure that every detail of my transformation was flawless, and having her and her family by our side only added to the excitement and sense of camaraderie. As we settled into my room, the atmosphere was filled with laughter and chatter, creating an ambiance of joy and celebration. As I followed my mother's instructions, I entered the bathroom to embark on the next phase of my transformation. With a mixture of excitement and trepidation, I shed my boy's clothes, feeling a sense of liberation as I embraced the feminine garments that awaited me. I carefully selected a pink panty, relishing in the softness of the fabric against my skin. The delicate lace and smooth texture added to the feminine allure that enveloped me. Next, I slipped into a shapewear garment, marveling at how it gently hugged my body, accentuating my curves and creating a more feminine silhouette. It was a remarkable experience, as the shapewear bestowed upon me a sense of confidence and grace. To complete the foundation of my attire, I adorned myself with an underskirt and bra, its lightweight layers cascading around me, adding a touch of elegance to my ensemble. The sensation of the fabric brushing against my legs heightened my awareness of my newfound femininity. Returning to the bedroom, I was greeted by my mother, who stood ready to assist me in the next step of my transformation. The pivotal moment arrived as Auntie Mila placed the silicone breast forms into the cups of the bra. The weight and feel of the breast forms against my chest evoked a whirlwind of emotions. It was a profound experience, as it gave me a tangible representation of the feminine form, adding to the authenticity and depth of my transformation. The weight and movement of the breast forms offered a sense of connection to my inner self. As I stood before the mirror, fully adorned in my feminine undergarments, I couldn't help but be overwhelmed by the transformation that had taken place. The combination of the pink panty, shapewear, underskirt, and the embrace of the padded bra with breast forms had brought me closer to the embodiment of Cinderella than I had ever imagined. With a newfound sense of confidence and a deep understanding of my true self, I was ready to step into the Halloween event with authenticity and grace. The support and love of my mother and Auntie Mila, along with the magical elements of my attire, had created an unforgettable experience, one that celebrated my identity and allowed me to embrace the beauty of being true to myself. As I stood in anticipation, my mother and Auntie Mila approached me with the exquisite Cinderella frock in their hands. With their assistance, I delicately slipped into the enchanting garment, feeling the softness of the lace against my skin. The intricate details and delicate materials of the frock embraced me, enveloping me in a world of femininity and beauty. As I watched upon myself in the mirror, I couldn't help but feel a surge of emotions. The Cinderella frock accentuated my figure, flowing gracefully around me and accentuating my feminine curves. The sight of myself in the frock, transformed and ethereal, was truly a sight to behold. Iris and Sydney, filled with wonder and excitement, couldn't resist reaching out to touch the fabric, marveling at its beauty. Their acceptance and admiration warmed my heart, reaffirming the support and love that surrounded me on this special day. In that moment, as I stood adorned in the Cinderella frock, I felt a sense of empowerment and freedom. It was as if the frock served as a symbol of my journey, allowing me to step into a world of dreams and possibilities. The soft lace materials and exquisite design not only enhanced my outward appearance but also resonated deeply within me, reminding me of the beauty and strength that lies within every individual. As I sat down, filled with anticipation, Auntie Mila began the makeup transformation. The gentle touch of the makeup brushes on my skin, the sweet scent of the products, and the delicate application of foundation filled me with a sense of femininity and excitement. With each stroke, my face was being transformed, bringing out my features in a new light. Auntie Mila skillfully enhanced my natural beauty, emphasizing my eyes with subtle eyeshadow and carefully lining my lashes. She expertly applied blush to my cheeks, giving them a rosy and radiant glow. Finally, the moment arrived as she delicately applied the gloss pink lipstick, bringing a touch of color to my lips and completing the transformation. When Auntie Mila finished the makeup, we all gathered around to witness the final result. The room was filled with awe and amazement. My mother couldn't contain her excitement and praised Auntie Mila for her exceptional work. As I turned to face the mirror, I caught my first glimpse of my new reflection. It was a moment of disbelief and wonder. Looking back at me was a girl I had always imagined myself to be, a girl with soft features, sparkling eyes, and lips adorned with a beautiful shade of pink. It was a revelation that filled my heart with joy and brought tears of happiness to my eyes. In that moment, I realized the power of makeup to transform not only my appearance but also my perception of myself. With my makeup complete, Auntie Mila moved on to my hair, giving it the signature Cinderella style. She carefully arranged my hair, creating an elegant updo and adding hair extensions to enhance its length and volume. As I sat there, feeling the weight of the beautiful hairstyle on my head, I couldn't help but marvel at the transformation taking place. Once my hair was styled, my mother adorned me with beautiful accessories. She placed a stunning necklace around my neck, its delicate pendant adding a touch of elegance. Clip-on earrings adorned my ears, sparkling in the light and framing my face. The jingling sound of bangles graced my wrists, adding a musical rhythm to my movements. As I looked at myself in the mirror, the final touch was yet to come. My mother brought out a pair of heels that perfectly matched the Cinderella theme. The sight of those glass slipper-inspired shoes sent a thrill through me. With each step I took, I could feel the confidence and grace that the heels brought, completing my transformation into a true Cinderella. In that moment, I felt like a princess ready to attend the grandest ball. The combination of the Cinderella-inspired hairstyle, the exquisite accessories, and the enchanting heels transported me to a world of magic and wonder. I was no longer just a boy dressed as a girl. I had become a princess, ready to embrace the Halloween event with grace and charm. Every detail had been carefully chosen, meticulously planned to bring out the essence of Cinderella within me. The hair, the accessories, and the heels all worked together to create a harmonious and stunning image. I stood there, feeling a surge of excitement and confidence, ready to step into the role I had eagerly anticipated. As I joined my mother, Auntie Mila, Iris, and Sydney, their faces lit up with joy and admiration. They recognized the beauty of my transformation and the effort that had gone into creating this magical moment. Their love and support surrounded me, filling me with a sense of belonging and acceptance. As I gazed at my reflection in the mirror, a wave of happiness and contentment washed over me. The final girl's look was more beautiful than I had ever imagined. The combination of the Cinderella frock, the flawless makeup, the elegant hairstyle, and the enchanting accessories had transformed me into a vision of femininity. My mother approached me, her eyes shimmering with joy and love. She wrapped her arms around me in a warm embrace, a tender expression of her happiness. In that moment, I could feel the depth of her love and her genuine pride in having me as her daughter. It was a profound realization that my mother cherished and embraced my true self, finding joy in my feminine journey. I had never seen my mother so radiant and genuinely happy before. Her smile was infectious, filling the room with a warmth that enveloped us all. In her eyes, I could see her dreams coming true, as she saw her son transforming into the daughter she had always longed for. We shared a special bond, strengthened by the acceptance and support we had for each other. Through this transformative experience, we had both grown and learned to embrace the beauty of crossdressing. My mother's love had blossomed, radiating from within her and enveloping me with a sense of belonging and acceptance. In that moment, I understood the power of unconditional love and the profound impact it can have on one's journey of crossdressing. My mother's happiness was a reflection of her deep love for me, and it filled my heart with gratitude and a sense of fulfillment. Together, we embarked on this new chapter of our lives, embracing the beauty and joy that comes with embracing our true selves. I was no longer just her son, I had become her daughter, and she was my guiding light, my source of love and support. As the evening approached, we could feel the excitement building up. The Halloween event in the center of the city was renowned for its grandeur and extravagance. We knew that attending as a cute lady would present its own set of challenges, but we were prepared to face them head-on.